On complete combustion of a sample of hydrocarbon, 3.52 grams of carbon dioxide and 1.44 grams of water was formed. Determine the molecular formula of the hydrocarbon. Relative molecular mass is that 56, carbon 4 is that, and those we have been given all those. So you see, an hydrocarbon is a compound that is made up of hydrogen and carbon only. You need to know that. That definition is very important. So from here, if 3.52 carbon 4 oxide was formed, from here we just need carbon. And then 1.44 grams of water was formed. From here we just need hydrogen, because an hydrocarbon contains carbon, and hydrocarbon contains carbon and hydrogen only. So we start by calculating the mass of carbon. So mass of carbon will be equal to carbon inside in this carbon dioxide is 12 kwa sababu ni moja, divided by the total which is 44. We multiply by 3.52 and this one will give us 0.96 grams, that is carbon. Then mass of hydrogen. Mass of hydrogen inside here itakuwa, kwa sababu ukiangalia water iko na hydrogen mbili, so it's going to be 2 over the total molecular mass which is 18 times the total mass which is 1.44. We will get 0.16 grams. So once we have that, since now we have the mass, now we can calculate the empirical formula. We can write element. Now we have now the mass of each element. Now we can calculate the empirical formula of, we know how to do that. Element, we have two elements, carbon and hydrogen. So mass in grams, carbon is 0.96, hydrogen is 0.16. Next is RAM. For carbon is 12, for hydrogen is 1. And then next is moles. Moles here, you divide by this one is going to be 0.08, and this one is going to be 0.16. Next is the mole ratio. Mole ratio, you divide by the number of moles that is list. So the number of moles here list is this one, 0.08 divided by 0.08 is 1, and this one is 2, meaning that the empirical formula is going to be CH2. That is the empirical formula. But the question was asking us to calculate the molecular formula. You can see here, determine the molecular formula. So now we have the empirical formula. CH2 times N will give us 56, the molecular mass. We were given in the upper. The molecular mass is that 56. So this is 12. Plus 2 hydrogen, that is 2, N will be 56. So 14N is equal to 56 divided by 14. So N is equal to 4. Then the molecular formula will be CH2 times 4, and this one gives us C4H8, and that is the molecular formula.